Today is December 5th, Monday, and so this morning I was thinking to make again PB&J, and well, it was something that I had planned in my mind the night before, and so obviously when in the morning I got up to come out in the kitchen, and the very first thing Gerald Sosby does is he puts the cockroach in the kitchen, near kitchen faucet. Whenever first thing I do is wash my hands, right? So that's where he'll usually put cockroach. So today, I had stopped bringing the peanut butter in my house, but when I was away, my mother-in-law, she brought it, and she was making PB&J for my husband. Like, he likes it, so. And sometimes he doesn't get as much time to eat at work, so he prefers to eat something real quick. And so, I got peanut butter in my house. So anyways, I was making PB&J after almost 2 years or something like that. So they had stopped this cockroach thing for like a year or 2 years, and then again when I was to make for the first time, he had put the cockroach there, and I knew the cockroach will be there because I'd already planned the night before that I'll be making PB&J, because my husband actually told me that just make PB&J. Even in the morning he told me before I head out from my bedroom to the kitchen, so I knew that in the kitchen there'll be the cockroach. Or else how can I know that for 1 year that cockroach thing had stopped, and why suddenly it would be there, right? Because they have already sensitized me by putting cockroach whenever I go to make PB&J. This is how they do their dictation. Oh, don't make PB&J, that's bad. But if it's so bad, then why don't you go and tell the company, and put cockroaches in that company where the production is being done, right? Why don't you go to those people, or even to the retail stores, and put cockroaches in their aisles, But yeah, they do this, and so that was the first time, and I took the entire video of the cockroach, how Gerald Sosby puts cockroach, and he mentions cockroach especially on his website, and he actually puts like a little dancing roach, because he knows he's reading all these people, CIA, FBI, NSA, these people are reading my mind, DARPA, DOD, whoever, military, whoever is in on this, they are reading my mind on the computer. They can see what I see, they read what I read, they can read my thoughts as well, and so they process their next move accordingly. So now they know that I portray the roach as FBI agent Gerald Sosby, and so he portrays that on his website. Oh, I'm the roach, but he says that, he doesn't say he's the roach, but he says that he's being targeted, where these people who target him are putting roaches on his plate when he goes to a restaurant. Well, not a single photos or nothing. He will not provide any evidence, okay, of all that. And it's not true. He is not the targeted individual. He's the criminal involved in witchcraft, because Illuminati people worship Lucifer, and they are into occult science, which is witchcraft and black magic. So anyway, so that's how they put the roach here. So again, this was like the first time I went to make PB&J, the roach was there. I took the video. I have an entire video of that. Now the second time today, I again met PB&J, because I was expecting my husband to be home, and I'll prepare proper lunch for him. So anyway, so that was my plan. And well, of course I did cook, he always prefers like boiled eggs and banana and that kind of stuff, so I did put all that. But it's just whenever I go to do that PB&J, and they won't make an issue about it. Then after I did that, and I made some milk, like for him to drink, immediately they started poking me in my left side of abdomen, okay, like needle pain. And so I was like telling them, I'm doing everything in my mind that to kick all these people in their in their abdomen, right? Wherever exactly the position they give me needle pains. And so when I went to sleep, they gave me a dream, a virtual reality dream, where first of all, these military people are shooting at me and my mother, and we are trying to escape. And then the second thing I know is, these people were putting some petrol or kerosene or some kind of fuel on my body, and they literally tried to burn me. Okay, that's the virtual reality dream they gave me. And today, also, at some kind of thoughts, even whenever I'm thinking about something, they'll give me a particular like electric shock at that particular time. Oh, don't think this and don't think that. And then again in morning, for a little bit time, they did try to seduce me again. And they've always conditioned me with Jurel Sosby all the time. Like they will either implant thoughts or they will do something, and so or they will do a left side muscle twitch on my left side of the leg. It means, yeah, that's correct. And whenever any old thing would come up, any old guy or old something, anything, I'm watching TV, anything old will come up, and then they'll have like sirens after sirens. This is what they used to do back in 2017, 18. They had started doing all this, and so I knew, and they have sensitized me a lot with this guy, and so I'm like, okay. But now they are doing the opposite. Now they, because I play this game, then they will have this gaida. Gaida means like old person, follow me, because you can like follow each other, in this game. And so now this person follows me, and then right after the seducing part is done, and then he will come and just pick something from my store. So his name is displayed as Kaida, right? So basically they're hacking this person's brain to synchronize everything, or he's just part of this Illuminati group where they're telling them to do this, where I see Kaida or old name displayed on my store right after the seducing part is done, right? So this is how they sensitized me, right? Because why they started doing all this recently, they always started just like week ago, I would say, because I just saw his photo like after a few years now. I wasn't opening up Facebook or Twitter or his website or nothing at all, and so I had no clue about any of his recent photos. But anyways, when I saw him, like, yeah, okay. And then I saw his birthday. Okay, he's like 1940s born somewhere. So anyways, so somehow they now started at the old thing. They started giving, either there's one bomb blast at night, or there is like sirens, ambulance sirens will start at his name, or they will have this Kaida person, the profile name Kaida will start following me and show up right after a certain event in my life. So these people synchronize all this, and how they do it even on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you how these people synchronize everything to give me all these subliminal messages. So anyways, even yesterday they did a little bit, like right after, my husband finishes dinner, but I actually served him a little bit more because he was in the other room and I didn't want to like keep going back and forth all the time. So I just served him a little bit more, and he didn't eat like the last 2-3 teaspoons of whatever the food I had served. And so they want to make issue about it. And so I was still, eating my dinner. And so they started to twitch my right side of the hand because he left. He just told me that just a little bit is left and he don't want to eat anymore. And right at that particular time, they started twitching. Oh, why you made this? I don't know if they wanted to make an issue about the food, or they wanted to tell me now you stop eating because he stopped eating, because they've done this before so many times. Like, oh, I should not eat if he has stopped eating, And that's what they did even when we went to Florida, when we were at a restaurant. Oh, he stopped eating, but then there was so much like food left, and I'm like, I don't want to waste all that food, and I was just eating that. So they wanted to make an issue about it. That was they started poking needle pains in my abdomen for like 2-3 hours. That was their torture, and like a slave programming, I would say. They do it for me, and every time they want to say, oh, don't cook this or don't eat that. Even like yesterday I ate banana and they made an issue about why you ate banana, and they swollen up my right side of the tongue, where this little bump. So they want to make an issue about that. And even right now, as I'm recording the video, they started giving me needle pain on the right side of the abdomen now. Okay, it's very subtle. It's not as shooting needle pain, but it's very subtle. But they have started giving me. So who are all these? FBI agent Gerald Sosby, Barbara Hartwell, CIA Robert Duncan, CIA Director William Burns, DARPA, DOD, Pentagon, military, NSA, person, this Karen Stewart, Suja Vijayan, Jib In, and there are plenty of people all around, whoever are Illuminati and Freemasonic and Jehovah's Witnesses people. All these people are in on this when it comes to witchcraft, and yeah, they are preparing for their fake alien attack now, and they want people to believe. And I just saw the news about how there was like humming sound coming from the sky, and there's at some places there are even trumpet sound coming from the sky. And so they are already preparing the public, they are doing their mind programming for upcoming fake alien invasion. So it has nothing to do with me following their orders, or me cooking this or cooking that, or wearing this or wearing that, or doing this or doing that. No, it has nothing to. They are afraid of me because I'm the Star Kid, and I'm kind of threat to their cabal when the UFO cover-up falters. And so these people are just doing all this BS for that very purpose, and it's nothing else.